So it is an MK first. This is the new meta. And the Warden on the other side against it. I think Kaho has been looking really good lately with the Warden. If I remember right, Neo said that he doesn't trust the Warden so much in this matchup. I like the Warden a lot in this matchup. If you can have a good early game. You need to have your T's crossed and your I's dotted though to make sure that that is successful. We need Turtle Rock back. Do we, though? I don't think so. I think we need new maps. That's what I think.
Players' forces are under attack.
MK with a bad item here. This is actually the worst item for him. But is worth some good money. Level 2 Warden Harass. There's the Stormbolt. Pretty sure she's sorry, I can't speak. Pretty sure she's gonna use the heal potion here. Stick around, make this expo as difficult as possible. 2 kills on peasants would be good. She only got 1 so far. But there's 2 more. Hurt. Oh, so close to the next fan of knives. Look at all these peasants. Deny on this one. And this is a very big delay on the expansion already. Oh, another deny. But yeah, couple of peasants killed. Big heal potion here was very helpful. As we have a footy scouting across the map looking for a counter expansion. That is not yet coming. MK using very little of his mana here, by the way. Shouldn't he have Stormbolted the Warden more, I wonder? Maybe he's looking for a strong counter-attack with a bunch of mana. And now he's got them boots. Oh, there's the first bash. Hello. Seems like the Warden also needs those boots to be able to get away. Willing to invest 1 blink. That's 50 mana for a level 1 blink. You don't want to use that much. Ideally, you don't want to use that at all.
Players' forces are under attack.
Pound of knives. Would have been a 6 steal here, but doesn't get it. Murloc to the human item as well. Archers in constant danger of being slain when they move forward. But the expansion only finishes now. 5 minutes. By no means the fastest expansion imaginable. So, good delay by Kaho. Bash into Stormbolt. Classic combo. There is a dust, so another blink is required. Kaho playing a very defensive game so far. He's got an early shot, by the way. Early stab. Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh, wait. Did he get the last hit here? Oh, he did. With a fan of knives. And that's the staff. 1 archer saved. Stormbolt wasted pretty much. I like that. Even if it's just an archer. This staff also, of course, can have huge value over time. Really good item against sniper heroes like the Mountain King. Chad is asking, how is the human music always so good? True, brother. Big true. In my opinion, there's a clear tier list for music soundtracks in the game. Human is S tier, like S plus tier basically. It's so amazing. Honestly, Orc soundtrack is also very good. It's almost S. I think it's not quite S though. It's like A tier, A plus tier. Human is just still a bit better though. Then Night Elf is B tier. Night Elf is okay. And Undead soundtrack is so bad, it might even not be C tier, but D tier. I think it's terrible. Reverse Running says human is the worst for me. Really? I think you have to get your ears checked, sir, because something ain't right with them. Get a shredder pick up here. Oh, we didn't staff the shredder. If that one goes down, that would be very bad, but MK is super hurt. And Kaho played a very safe game here. Very controlled game. He didn't lose a single unit all game long. He's got a shredder now, but also he does not have a counter expansion. I love the undead theme. Alright, I'm glad that not everybody hates it. That's good, I guess. Music, of course, is very, very subjective. I feel like music is way more subjective than film, for example. I feel like some films are just straight up very good, and there's no discussion, or very bad. And also, the agreement seems to be the same for almost everyone. But with music, it's such a huge variety of tastes. I think I've never heard anybody say, for example, that the Lord of the Rings movies are bad. And if they do, they probably just want to be controversial. We are on the way to tier 3, by the way. This should mean one of two things, either tanks or mass air. Kaho still hasn't lost a unit, by the way. I think that's pretty impressive against this MK opening. But one would think that sooner or later, he's gonna need an expansion. Now we get our answer. Griffin aviaries are coming.
A player's forces are under attack.
MK finally finds some targets that he can kill. That's the wisps. And of course Kaho would love to get a quick level 5 here for the Warden. It is a transforming level up. With level 5 the Warden gets better than any other hero at economy harass. Tier 3, not too far away, by the way. We should be seeing the first Griffins and Dragonhawks pretty soon. So normally the Warden wants to get a level 5 first, and then, you know, play all that econ harass. And then also get a Panda to have more AoE against air units. Where is that Zeppelin, by the way? Still here. And the Warden seems to be aware that it's still here. Oh! Surround! On the Shredder! Does he still have the staff? Yes, he does. Dude, the value from the staff has been fantastic this game. He sold the Boots of Quel'Thalas. Shows you how slot-starved the Warden is. Even good items she can't really hold on to because of not enough slots. MK picking up the double heal scroll, very important of course, against a Warden. A Warden who's still not all that close to level 5, to be honest. Blink Fan jumping in. Anti-magic has been activated. 15 seconds. He's magic immune. Cannot be mana burned by these towers. Zeppelin didn't target it down yet. There it is, finally. AMS about to be over though. The Warden was about to get storm bolted here. Had to TP out. No losses again for Kaho. He still hasn't lost a unit. But he also has not set up an expansion. Oh, mistake here. Morphing the bears without rejuve. Losing a bunch of mana here. Is he gonna go all in? We got the mass air now rolling. Finally Panda second joins. Ooh, the Warden really has to get level 5 now with his peasant harass. If she doesn't get level 5 here, that's pretty bad. And there's a pally to save these peasants, potentially. Warden, what are you doing? What are you doing, Warden? You gotta kill those peasants. Okay, she got level 5. That was the minimum. Pendant for the panda. Also pretty good. And you can keep doing this. Panda might be getting caught in the center here. He wants to creep up, get those levels. Human army not that big yet, but strong tech has been enabled. Panda, low HP by the way. That staff might be required again very soon. But Wand of the Wind prevents the Holy Light. Prevents the heal scroll as well. Wand of the Wind again on the Panda. Siphon mana over. We still have one more Breath of Fire. Seems like a pretty good fight so far for the Night Elf. Anti-magic. Not being used yet. Blink Fan. Looking for more kills. If there was an expo coming up right now for Kaho, I think that would be really good for him. Stormbolt, dodge. But it's not there yet. Footy's also looking for it. Oh, well. Footy there, catching the wisp in the act. There was a little hidey hole here. Panda got to level 3. This did cost Kaho a lot of mana, but it's still nighttime. Lots of mana. Regen is active. We have Wellspring.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we're not done yet. Panda again with a Breath of Fire. Siphon on the Dragonhawk. Whoops, that was a mistake. I was wondering, what's that about? Wanted to banish him. Scroll the Beast. Very unthankful item for the Night Elf, of course. And the Pally, super hurt. Heal scroll necessary. Pally almost going down. Staff gonna save him, but look at Kaho, man. He is doing really well in these fights. He might be down in supply, but he's got that strong Warden, and by now also a rather strong Panda. Panda now out of mana, but the Warden has a bit of juice left. Ooh, the Pally. Ooh, the Pally. Stuck outside the base. Could easily be sniped here. Then again, only a level 1 hero. Not that valuable to kill. Oh, restaff to safety. Oh, blink in! Oh shit, was that a triple kill? And he passed the staff to the Panda to save the Warden after the commit. Damn, Kaho. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch it. There must have been at least 2 Dragonhawks, maybe 3 going down with that blink fan. And the Warden's back. Look at her go! With full mana again. This is the amazing potential of the high-level Warden. Sock needs to get to the shop ASAP. Oh, and the Warden ain't done yet. AMS activated. More kills. He's almost level 6. I think this game's over, man. Kaho with an amazing game here. So safe and clean in the early game. Staying cautious at all times. It almost seemed like his counter expo was too late. But with extreme gold efficiency. Kaho looking hella good here. It is now daytime, so the Moon Juice magic is going to take a little break here. Oh, Tree of Life needs to root quickly before the air units attack. Oh, Kaho almost too slow with it. Tree of Life might be going down. Panda, not a very speedy fella. Takes him a long time to get into position. Okay, Sock with the opportunity to come back in the game. He's gonna take out this tree. How much is it gonna cost him though? Mountain King goes down towards the end. Oh, and the tree's up. He didn't get the tree. Oh, that ain't good. That looks like GG.
A player's forces are under attack.
A bit surprising, by the way, not to be seeing Alchemist here. Normally we see Blood Mage plus Alchemist for the AoE healing. I think I like that a lot more than the Pally. Speaking of Pally. Oh, almost going down here. Saved by the heal pot. And now the Panda's level 4.5. Great item here, the move speed with the Unholy. 23,000 damage on this Warden, not bad. We've seen insane numbers from Wardens before, damage numbers, getting up to 50,000. That's the highest I ever saw, 50,000 damage Warden. Got the Fire Blink fan, there goes the Pally. Yeah, Sock, it's time to call it, buddy. This game is unwinnable now. And I haven't even seen the Avatar of Vengeance yet. That's the crazy thing. Is the HP regen from Doomhorn impactful? Not really. It's only kind of good against things like Disease Cloud, where you're taking a little bit of damage over time. But in the late game, rarely. Alright, Sock though. He's entering into this fight with a mass here. Drunken Haze, by the way, leading to lots of misses. And you get a couple of kills here, but those kills lead to corpses, lead to more spirits summoned from the Avatar. And the Panda is now almost level 5. Expo is mining. Tree of Life has fully recovered. And it's going to be nighttime again soon. And that is for... It is time for the elf again to kick into overdrive.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sock must be wondering, when the hell is this Warden finally out of mana? And it seems like almost never. With all these Moonwells, with all these Clarities, mana potions. I think Kaho didn't go for a Moonstone this game, right? Alright, in we go again. Stormbolt, Siphon, good combo. Didn't last too long though. One Dragonhawk, not in range to be staffed. I think the MK was trying. And here's the combo. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Waiting for the Fan of Knives. There it is. Ward lost a lot of mana. But she has the mana potion still. Panda also had a mana potion there, I think. It's a lot of AoE. That's a lot of AoE, and the MK finds himself in trouble as well. Stormbolt Siphon. Very good Siphon here, but interrupted with the invuln. Get the Shredder going down. More spells available. Panda 5 now. Scary damage. Good save here at least with a staff. But Kaho is still very far ahead. Supply is even, but don't let that mislead you. Knight of Heroes here are just a lot stronger. Warden out of mana, but probably not for long. He could use the double staff to get back to the Moonwells. Let's take a look at those. Oh, look at that. How much juice we got in here. That is just beautiful. And there we go. Warden back to full mana. Warden should have been carrying this pendant of energy, probably. This is probably not very optimized to not have it on the Warden, but whatever. It is certainly good enough. It was certainly a very well played game by Kaho. Impressive Warden showing here. Many elves recently have been struggling with dealing with this Mountain King. And counterintuitively, the Warden seems to be the answer, and not the Demon. And that is game. Kaho taking the first map with a very, very solid showing. I think ideally with Mountain King you either want to have an easy level 3 creep route into Expo or an instant level 2 Expo creep into aggression. Neither of which is the case here. This camp doesn't quite give you level 2. Almost though. But creeping level 3 with MK is very hard on this map. So if it's MK then it's gonna be again only level 2 for a long time. And it's a Warden again. I've been becoming a big fan of double Ancient of War Warden play. Even if it slows down the tech, it increases your creep potential by so much. I also feel like the early shop for the early staff was really cool the last game. Such a neat idea, simple but elegant against Mountain King. Nothing new, of course. Back in the day, 10 plus years ago, Night Elves would always get a shop and always a staff right away on tier 2, feeling that was such a strong tool. Over the years though, many Night Elves have moved away from that, skipping the shop entirely to get tier 3 faster, to get to bears and rejuve and everything. Orb and so on. Quicker. I gotta get some water, guys. Be right back.
Players' forces are under attack. Players' forces are under attack.
So it is double Ancient of War, and it is level 2 MK expansion. Mostly straightforward so far. Warden items here are okay. Nothing fantastic though. Oh, and Kaho is starting the creep here quite early. This is an invitation for a creep jack. And the MK is going to take that letter of invitation gladly and show up on time. Note the positioning of the Moonwells, by the way, very close to the creep, in order to be able to save those archers if they get caught with Stormbolt.
Players' forces are under attack.
Maybe now the opportunity. That should be a kill on one archer. So this is already a better start than the previous game, where indeed the MK got no kills. Level 1 Final Knives, known to be not that amazing. This seems very good for Sock. He is keeping the Warden from creeping for a long time. He safely got up his expansion without any problems. And so the tech is going to be following in a moment. Maybe he's going to go for a more aggressive mid game this time around. This could be perhaps no tier 3, but rather tier 2 push. That's also a possibility with Mass, Caster, Rifles, and Archmage. NK got the last hit here on the Overseer. Big experience for him. And that was almost level 3. There we go. Good start for Sock. Looks like a very good start indeed. NK pretty tanky, of course. It's a quick tier 3 for Kaho here. No early shop. He's going into lures, going into bears fast. Now, of course, also he's getting bonus experience being solo hero. Healing cast on the footies, but there's another region scroll. Really good footy scouting. Sees the next Ancient of War creep attempt. Looking like a tough game for Kaho here. Gonna be an ambitious creep. The footy see no Night Elf units up here. So that must mean by the power of deduction that Kaho is over here. And the MK is on his way. Easy kills on the archers especially. Rune bracers for the Warden. Is... How good is that? He's trying to go for a Zeppelin to save these units. That is almost all archers going down. Warden is still not level 3. This game is looking more and more like a disaster for Kaho. I think most importantly, the Warden's low levels here looking underwhelming. And I can't help but feel that much of this comes back to the opening creep route. Why didn't he creep this camp first? Against human, you can creep this camp first easy. You're never gonna get harassed on level 1. You would have been level 2 right away with a big item. And then you could have gone for the easier green camps after that. And this game is looking dreadful. Look at this Warden, still no level 3. Only now at 8:30. This is way too slow for a Warden. And the bear gets surrounded. No staff this time. The heal spray is fantastic. Yeah, this game over. Quick one right here. Sock able to equalize. Crazy how the Warden looks so entirely different from one map to the other. If you need a good start with the Warden, you need a good early game with the Warden.
While we load into game 2, shout out to the sponsor of this month, Opera GX, the browser built for gamers. If you're playing yourself, you don't want your browser to clog up all the resources for your CPU and RAM or your network. Opera GX takes care that that doesn't happen. If that sounds appealing to you, you can find the link to the browser, our affiliate link to the browser, in the description. Thank you very much for the attention, and off to the next game.
Check this out. We have a militia scout running over. Looking for the Agent of War. Cancel. This is very rarely seen these days. That's going to be successful, for sure. Oh, and the end's there! Oh. Oh, that's very bad. That's very, very bad. Uh-oh. Well, you certainly cannot play Warden now. This has to be Demon Hunter, or in a weird world, Keeper. But Keeper right now is Giga garbage, so this has to be Demon. MK versus Demon. This also costs Sock a lot of lumber, to be fair. This peasant not harvesting for a long time. And a cheeky little scout farm here as well. Gonna have good vision of the Knight of Base for a long time. You can't kill this one early. It takes too long. Not worth your time. Man, Remo hates the Keeper so much, lol. That is not entirely accurate. I love the Keeper. I feel like the Keeper enables so many strategies and is a very interesting hero. I hate the fact that he's so weak right now and Blizzard is refusing to properly buff him. In one of the recent patches, Blizzard increased the attack speed of Treants by like 5%. And that did absolutely nothing. Keeper needs more. In my opinion, Keeper needs 1 more base intelligence and 10% more attack speed. Keeper, in fact, I imagine most people don't know this, but the Keeper has the lowest DPS on level 1 of every hero in the game. The Keeper had a good run. Yeah, he had a crazy run for a while, but he has now had a very bad run for a very long time. I don't know about you guys, but I would think the game would be a lot more interesting if not only 40% of heroes were playable, but more like 90% of heroes. I think that would be kind of cool. Does 1 base int do so much? It helps a good amount, and if you pair that with a little bit more attack speed, yes, that would be a big buff. He's a popular second hero with Demon? Yes, true. But that doesn't really change the strategy. It's still Demon Hunter, Bear, Dryads basically every single game. I think Night Elves need other strats available. And for that they need other viable first heroes. I think it's always a lot more healthy for a race if different first heroes are playable. Undead right now is in an amazing state with that. DK and Lich and Cryptlord can all be playable as first hero. And sometimes even Dreadlord, although that is borderline unplayable. But having 3 playable first heroes, that's fine. That's really good, actually. With Orc, the problem is that also Farseer is so bad in the late game. So Blade Master is most of the time the only hero you can play. Except against Human. And Human has MK and Archmage, and a bit of Pally as well against Orc. The Human also in a decent spot. But for Night Elf, it's almost only Demon. While the Keeper could be such a good first hero if he was just a little bit stronger. What if the bottom arrow slowed like Dryads? I think it's boring if you just have multiple units with the same abilities. You know, if you have Dryads who slow, I don't think the bottom should also slow. I think it's good if the bottom has her own kit with her own abilities. Muncho's looking pretty dry right here. It's stressful for Kaho here in this defense. This Berserker is probably going down. One bash from the MK
Forces are under attack.
would be enough. Nope. Stormbolt. Oh. Trying to run to safety. Ah, there's the bash. I think what Night Elf could use the most is if the Potom had a good healing ability. Change the owl. Oh, wait. Oh, so close. Gets the kill. Boots of speed and immolation. Good play here by Kaho. That's a huge kill, of course. But yeah, I think the Owl Scout should be modified or changed into an entirely different skill to give her healing. The big reason why Demon Hunter's played so much is because Demon Hunter is so strong with bear healing. The reason why we don't see much Talons anymore is you have way less healing than with bears. I think the Potom should get some kind of a healing ability. To make Night Elf not only reliant on bears for their healing needs. Boom Bracers here coming into play right away. Mountain King, after the Tavern Res, got a decent amount of mana back.
Hey guys.
CG88 with the resub, thank you. Bro, Night Elf has Moonwells, by far the best healing mechanic in the game. I don't know if you are a Night Elf hater. Like, I joke about Night Elf. I'm not really a Night Elf hater. I just like to make jokes about it. But if you have by now not figured out that Moonwells are extremely limited with healing, then you have not been looking close enough. Have you never seen a game of Potom Hunts, for example? Night Elf is extremely low on healing if they don't play bears. Have you never seen a game of Talons? Soccer's suiciding a lot of units here. Oh, and the MK again? Oh, Sock. What happened here? Thought I was a bit distracted talking about Night Elf healing and stuff. Yeah, that was way over aggressive by Sock. He had a decent expo timing and everything. Well, that was kind of weird. 2 MK losses. Night Elf was designed to not have any heroes provide healing because it has Moonwells.